I have no idea if we're live or not. The whole thing froze up on me, so I'm assuming we're live, Ryan. Are we?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, it completely froze up on me. Rumble's not working either. I don't know if you see that. But hi, everyone. Welcome into Geeks Gamers Daily from Texas. We
It
have
looks
a.
it looks
Huh?
fine for. Well, okay, now it's saying there's something
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
all right.
welcome to a Geeks and Gamers stream where we don't really know what we're doing. A lot of people are saying muted in the chat. I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why anyone would say muted on a stream that I'm on. But today's the big day, meetup day here in Texas at Ricky Bobby's tonight. Hopefully, you've got your RSVP. It's going to be absolutely awesome, and I can't wait. So, Ryan, are you excited? Are you like super excited to meet the people and spread positivity through the state of Texas?
You know me. I'm just a people person. So I refreshed, I deleted, and so hopefully Rumble will
Okay.
come back here in a second.
Okay.
But we'll see here. We'll see
Okay.
what happens. But yeah, we got the meetup today at 7 Central Time at Ricky Bobby's Sports Bar in San Antonio, Texas. I was walking around last night, Jeremy, because I was like, hey, you know what? I'm down here by the Riverwalk. That's where my hotel's at. I might as well just come down, see what it's all about, have a nice, just chill, relaxed stream. And turns out that Jay and Beardo were already down there drinking while I was streaming. So they walked down and they found me, and we walked around a little bit.
This is no bullshit. So I was doing Cobra Cast last night. People come in my chat. They're like, Ryan stream sniping you. And I was like, huh? And they're like, oh, Jay and Beardo are with Ryan. And so I was reading some of the chat. But so afterwards, I called Ryan. I was like, hey, you guys, what are you guys doing? And he's bullshit and whatever. What I was doing this, that, and the other. And I said, were you stream sniping me? He goes, no, I don't have the ability to stream snipe you. And
yeah, I was like Tiger Woods. I wish I had the ability to stream snipe you.
So then he's like, yeah, randomly, like I went live and then randomly I just run him to Beardo and Jay down. That's like, holy shit, that's weird. So yeah.
It was weird. And Risk It for the Biscuit ended up being down there as well. I think he saw the stream. It was actually really funny. So I decided to start the stream from Alamo Plaza at night. It's all lit up. I thought, that's kind of cool. It's a nice, quiet place to start. There was like 5 people in the fucking plaza. And yeah, I start the stream. I'm just bullshitting, whatever. And as I start to go like walk away, somebody's like, hey, don't I know you from YouTube? And it's like, this guy named Jacob who watches the channel was randomly standing in Alamo Plaza at that time. He didn't know about the meetup. He doesn't know about anything. He's just in town for business. So he's like, I recognize your voice. It's abrasive and grating. A lot of people recognize it probably. That was pretty funny. So shout out to Jacob.
Oh man, good stuff. So I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to this. Again, we're gonna have a lot of merch for you guys. And we're going to go live. So make sure you have notifications turned on. We will be live. I know we're going to be live on this channel. We could be live on other channels as well. I don't know who runs this operation, but I know we're going to be live on this particular channel for an hour or two, trying to kind of give everybody that can't make it a little bit of the vibe that's going on at the meetup. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, there's a lot more going on in the world. I am completely I'm trying to stay as connected as I can to the entertainment world. I'm just so buried in the political world. I know, I had the big Blade announcement yesterday, which not surprising to many people. We'll probably talk about that a little bit today, among other things. But we just need Wesley Snipes' Blade. That's what we need. That's what we need. Do you right now? Okay, obviously, details aside, do you think that if they just on the surface, if they were to announce a Wesley Snipes Old Man Blade movie, do you think we're looking at $1 billion film just on the surface based on the premise?
I don't know about $1 billion.
Cameos would probably have to help it push it. Cameos from like Ryan
Deadpool,
Reynolds or something.
Because it would have to be an R-rated, right? So like Deadpool and Wolverine, 1.5 billion. I don't know if a Blade movie, like Blade 4 or whatever, Old Man Blade, whatever you want to call it, I don't know if that gets to $1 billion, but I certainly think it makes a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if $1 billion would quite be right, but especially coming off the high of that, of people seeing Wesley Snipes' Blade and be like, why don't we just do this? And it should be very simple. It should be relatively easy. It shouldn't be something that costs $300 million. It should just be Blade killing a bunch of other vampires And as long as you have a semi-serviceable story that doesn't revolve around Blade being told what to do by women, it's going to be fine. Like that's all people want at this point from that. And the fact that they can't get this figured out is wild. You know, this did come out. Whoops, clicked the wrong button. This came out yesterday, Jeremy. I think a little bit after we got done streaming. This announcement, it's not even like an announcement from Marvel that, hey, by the way, we're delaying Blade. Hey, Disney's saying we're delaying Blade. It just is like, well, they quietly removed it from the release schedule and replaced it with something else. Marvel Studios' Blade removed from 2025 release schedule. Disney dates Predator Badlands instead. And, you know, originally, this got announced the same weekend that I met you, Jeremy. 2019 San Diego Comic-Con. I believe that was July of 2019 is when Kevin Feige stood up on that stage and announced Mahershala Ali was going to be Blade and they're going to do a Blade movie. That was 5 years ago. The movie had been delayed time and time again. It was scheduled for November of 2025, which would have been 6 years since they announced it. Now looking more like 7 if it ever comes out at all. It's just sad that you can't get this straight. A guy who really wants to play this hero, obviously, or he wouldn't still be hanging around. And Marvel just hasn't been able to get it right.
And as I think we've all said it several times, Mahershala Ali is a fantastic actor. This still isn't the right project for him, in my opinion. But as you said, the dude continues to stay on the project. He wants to play this role. He definitely wants to do it. But I don't think anybody, I don't know why anybody would want to be involved in this franchise at this point in time. It's clear that they have no vision. They have no idea what's going on. And the masses of people, if they want to see a Blade movie, they want to see a Wesley Snipes Blade movie. It's just that simple. It's really that simple. It's not any more complicated than that. And so I think this movie ultimately gets. I just think we're never going to see it. I think they're going to axe it completely.
I think if it wasn't a black character with a notable, like, respected black actor, it would have been canceled already. Yeah. To be honest, with like all the problems that they're having. But I feel like it feels like they can't do that because of that, if that makes sense. And I do think that Deadpool and Wolverine made the situation worse. Because just with that little bit of Blade, people were like, fuck yeah, just give us this. Why can't we just have this?
Yeah. And like I talked about it the first time I remember seeing Mahershala Ali in anything was, I think, House of Cards.
As Remy, yeah,
he's good. Remy Denton, yeah, he was fantastic in that show, and he was in Luke Cage. He was really good. Yeah, he was really good in Luke Cage, and he's been in several like award-winning movies and things like that. The guy's a great actor, and it just kind of shows you like when they have a project that has no potential, they will make sure that they push that forward. No, now they have a project where, again, even though I think the majority of fans don't want to see a Blade movie without Wesley Snipes, you at least do have a very good actor in this role, but they just cannot get this right. There was at one point he was going to walk away from it, correct?
I mean, that was the rumor that was out there, right? So whether that was true or not, who fucking knows? But I mean, it's pretty believable considering like the production problems and the roles that he's probably passed up at times because he thought he was going to be working at this. Obviously, he just said fuck it and joined the Jurassic World cast for the new Jurassic World that they're doing. That's going to come out before Blade does. Yeah, and he didn't get cast for that until like 8 months ago or something. And that movie is going to come out well before Blade ends up coming out. Yeah, but yeah, it's just
he was
been through 6 different writers, 2 different directors. It's been wild.
He was in True Detective season 3, wasn't he? I have not seen that one, and I love True Detective season 1, but I didn't really watch. I watched a little bit of season 2. Was it 3? Am I right about? Did you watch that, Ryan?
I didn't see his season.
Yeah, I didn't either. I wonder if it's any good. But with him in it, I might consider watching it. But the problem is nothing's going to even come close to season 1. Season 1 is a perfect season of television, one of the best seasons of television ever. It's literally just like an 8-hour movie or whatever it is. I think it's 8 episodes. It's just an 8-hour movie and it's perfect. But season 3 is slightly better than season 2, says Johnny. Okay, there you go. So
Sleazen.
You know, I'm fucking tired.
3.
I'm fucking tired.
I'm tired too, motherfucker. I was out at the freaking bar because I wasn't expecting to run into Jay and Beardo last night.
I had to live stream, which is very difficult. Tim Pool has proven that. It's very tough to live stream, especially when they're spamming dollars at you, which is what they did on Cobra Cast last night.
Yeah, I probably out at the bar till like 1:30 or something, and then walked back to the hotel. Probably fell asleep around 3, woke up at 8 so I could get some videos done before we had to go live. That's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
I blame Jay and Beardo, though, because I was not planning on going out and getting... I didn't really get drunk. Jay lived up to his namesake yesterday. When he's walking up to me, when we finally like met up with each other at the Riverwalk, Jay's just like, Ryan, there he is. And he like comes up and he was so loud. And I'm like, this dude's had a couple, which is good. The only thing I was worried about was Jay potentially tripping and falling into the river. Well, we were worried a little bit. It was a little bit touch and go there for a while, but he was fine.
Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Can you tell me why we're getting spammed with pointless fucking $1 chats, Jeremy?
It's the guy that you just mentioned.
Drunk 3PO or Beardo?
Drunk 3PO. And then Gary had to get involved, and Alec Baldwin's finger had to get involved. And now we're not going to make any fucking money on these streams because everybody just sends a fucking $1 now. And then I'm going to have to fire everybody because I can't afford to continue moving forward. I'm not a smart man, but $100 super chat and $1 super chat aren't the same. Even my Alabama education tells me that.
That's true.
Even my Alabama education tells me that.
Andre CR for 500 worthless dollars. Another 500 worthless dollars. Shadow Saiyan for 99 cents. McManager for $1. McManager PBD podcast interviewed the Hulk. Pretty good.
I'm going to check it out.
Do you mean Lou Ferrigno or do you mean Mark Ruffalo? U-Boat is Mine Boat for 10. Howdy from Texas. Been listening to y'all for a month and have enjoyed the show and vids. Hope to see y'all in San Antonio, but what day will you guys be there? Now,
Today,
what do you plan to show, or do you plan to show every day?
So we have a meetup at Ricky Bobby's tonight. There's an RSVP for it. And then Friday and Saturday, we're going to be at SpaceCon. I think we're going to have a presence there Sunday too. But Friday and Saturday, we're supposed to be at SpaceCon. And it's going to be a wild ride. We're going to have fun.
Friday, probably a little less so because we got Friday Night Tights. So that we have to do. We won't be at SpaceCon for that. But.
No.
Louis C. $1. McManager $1. John Ambler $1. Sith Eternium $1. Shadow Saiyan $1. John Ambler $1. McManager $1. Andre CR $1. Sith Eternium $1. John Ambler for $5. Since I can't do 1 cent chats, just think of this as 500 of them at once. Thank you. You know, after YouTube's cut and after if you used a phone to send it, you know, those dollar super chats, we get about 50 cents. So basically like taxes.
But then after tax, fucked. This is why Tim Pool fired everybody.
That's right. Japanese Demon Lord of Beer Lucifer for 5. Ryan and Jeremy like a black actor. Y'all are definitely racist.
Yeah, we complimented Denzel
Washington is Jeremy's favorite actor.
No, he's not. Christian Bale is. Denzel's second.
Your favorite black actor?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Who's your second favorite? I feel like by process of elimination, you have to say that.
I was just trying to think of a joke, but probably would have got me in trouble.
There you go. John Ambler for $1. Doug B for $1. Stitch. I could send $1, but this is cheaper. Thank you, Stitch. Rattle Shark for $2. I'm old enough to remember when Jay tripped Beardo.
We all remember that one. Mark of Reality for 50. Says Benny is reporting that Kamala has stopped campaigning something about Obama stumping for her now. Has Jeremy heard anything about this? I think that, and look, Benny's really good at titles. Okay. He's good at titles. I think he's basically saying she's just taking time off, which
Yeah,
is what
she took 1 or 2 days off the campaign trail, which 14
honestly,
days before the elections. Kind of
well,
wild.
listen, the bottom line is the best thing that Kamala can do is shut up and let other people talk for her because she's an idiot. So I think I think that's what they're trying to do. Hey, Barack. Hey, Bernie. Hey, AOC. Hey, Hillary. Hey, can you guys go out there and talk for her? Because she's a fucking moron. That's the strategy, I think.
Saw Obama the other day, and he's like, what happened to this country? When did we get so divided? It's like,
When
you
you were
bitch.
the fucking president.
It was when you started race baiting and pushing racial divisions after being elected as the first black, straight male president that we've ever had. Like, you are the one that started pushing that shit. It happened under your watch.
Yep.
After you could throw all of that shit out the window, and then you had to start it back up again. Like police brutality hoaxes, pushing racial nonsense.
Yep.
It was you cocksucker. And I mean that literally.
Yeah. Fuck him.
But, oh, hold on.
Oh, where did he go? Okay, well, he left. Anyway, we got Doug B for $50.02. Now, Doug B is on the leaderboard. $50.02. Holy crap, Doug B taking the lead. Thank you, Doug B. Sophie, what's up, Sophie? Sophie, we were talking about you the other day. Me and Gary and the peeps that were in Peru. Nothing but good things said about Sophie.
That was housekeeping. Right before I'm screaming at the top of my lungs about Barack Obama sucking Big Mike's cock. She comes up, she's like, "Hey, do you need any towels or anything?" Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Oh shit!
I would hate to be in the hotel room next to me.
I know listen, this is why when I'm at a hotel, you hear me a little more like low key, because I recognize it. That's why I'd rather be in an Airbnb. I know they're recording me laying around naked, playing with myself, but whatever. It'll be on the internet. Somebody will get some good money from that. But I'd rather be in an Airbnb than a hotel.
Yeah, my internet's better. Shadow Saiyan, woohoo, jobless crew. Titty Smacker, little Timmy drank a little poor Ryan. Okay. Maddening, have fun tonight. Be safe. Shirt en route. Stoked.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people are getting their shirts. You guys have been posting on social media. I really appreciate it. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys rocking those shirts tonight and at SpaceCon this weekend. It's going to be awesome.
Orangutan for $1. Booming Bob, don't let Jess lose her job. Send more money so she gets to keep it. Doug, did you get this?
I did. Doug B's number one on the leaderboard now with a 50. Oh, no, he's not. Not anymore. He's not number one anymore. Boom. Fable of Man for $100.
Damn.
For Jess. Jessica, you're not losing your job. Okay. Jessica says, I'm helping y'all get more money. Jessica's learning. She might be a better grifter than me at this point.
Eric just with another $50.
50! And then McCock bringing us back down to reality with $1.
Yeah, those are like right off the bat. Fucking holy shit. Mark of Reality, Doug B, and Eric all three with 50 bombs, and then Fable of Man. Is this all just people simping in the chat for Jessica?
Might as well.
Hey, there you go, Jessica. Good job. You're making the stream profitable. So
yeah, we were in trouble there for a bit.
I would actually be like, I would rather it like be nothing to read than everything $1. Just fucking all those dollars in there.
Dude, I swear there might have been $150 or $200 super chats last night on CobraCast. It was crazy. And I read all of them. And then you know what we get to play at the end of CobraCast when I read all the super chats, Ryan? You
A
did it,
Donald
Jeremy.
Trump clip. I don't know.
You did it, Jeremy. You read all the super chat.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
You did it, Joe. You answered all the questions. What a bad clip, dude.
That Krista looks a little creepy. Doesn't it?
A little, yeah.
Looks a little strange.
Well, I mean, speaking of that, did you see what we played on main event last night?
I was tuned in the entire time, but I must have tuned out for a second. I didn't see this part.
Okay, so right here, speaking of Krista, here we go.
Did we just get a $15 donation? It's time to twerk.
What is this? What is Geeks and Gamers become?
What is that? So now we know that Krista twerking looks like a cat trying to throw up. That's good to know. Sorry for all of you out there that were imagining something different. Expectations shattered. She may as well have just made like a savvy announcement. Oh, by the way, my husband or something. God.
Oh, man.
Better left to the imagination. But speaking of making no money, Jeremy, you know what else makes no money? Any game associated with Sweet Baby Inc. And as we've seen over the last several years, or last several months, since the Sweet Baby Inc. controversy took off, when a lot of people noticed that, hey, there's this company whose CEO has said these things, who employees have said these things about essentially destroying and upturning the gaming industry, all in the name of pushing DEI. And those said employees came out, try to get people canceled, try to get people deplatformed, and it blew up in their face in a big way. And now anything that has the Sweet Baby Inc. stench on it is effectively dead, including the newest game that they're attached to, Unknown 9 Awakening. The next Sweet Baby Inc. game already looks like a complete and utter financial disaster. And this was in the lead up to release when it didn't look, it was like in the 500th place in the Steam wish charts. It didn't seem like any actual retailers had received any pre-orders for this game. And of course, by the time it launched, you could tell by these numbers, not very impressive. Sweet Baby Inc. developed Unknown 9 Awakening sees peak player counts decline by over 40% in the first week. And now those numbers are sitting, around 100. 65 playing right now, peaking at 138 hours. This is a week into its release. This game is dead. This game is done. And it's not like there was a ton of excitement for it. Look at the launch stream that they did, got ratioed. Look at the launch trailer, completely and totally ratioed. And when the lead voice actress, really the only thing of note she has to say about the game is, it's the most diverse game I've ever seen. Well, I guess that doesn't really have much to sell people, does it?
I will say the failure of Sweet Baby Inc. and everything that they touch is absolutely inspiring to me. It's so nice that this company has such a bad reputation in a short amount of time, and it's all because of so many things that we've seen that's ruined the entertainment industry in so many different ways. So it is good to see that Sweet Baby Inc. and other companies like them carry this reputation, and it's why it's important to have places like that Park Place. And, obviously all these YouTubers that are covering this and other people that are calling it out. This is absolutely necessary. And because of that, places like Sweet Baby Inc. now literally just are a disease to any company that they're connected with. And now companies are eventually, I'm sure it's already happened up to this point now, but as time goes on, more and more companies are going to hear the name Sweet Baby Inc. and they're going to be like, we don't want anything to do with your company. We don't want you anywhere near our product, our title. We don't want you to have anything to do with it. And hopefully that will continue to build and spread with other of these. What are these called? What is the consultation companies, which is 100% bullshit. You don't need a fucking consultation company on your fucking video game. It's just another made-up term where people can go in there and infect their ideology into anything. So, yeah, I'm glad that that Sweet Baby Inc. is just a cancer to anything that it touches. Because has anything that they have been associated with been successful since their name
became known?
Since their name became known.
No. No.
Yeah.
Not since their name became known. No.
Yeah.
Some of the things that they randomly were attached to in years past, yes. But since people know who they are, no. Not that I can think of.
That's a good thing, and that's how it needs to continue to be. And that's why it's important to have independent content creators out here calling this stuff out. Because if you go back 15 years ago, when IGN and Kotaku and GameSpot and a lot of the other top gaming websites and publications were the ones that were controlling the narrative in the industry, they would have never, ever told you about this. They would have never mentioned it. They would have never told you about a terrible company like this. So the tide is turning, but we're a long ways away from having any real impact in the long term. But short term, stuff like this is really good, and I'm glad to see it. Fuck Sweet Baby Inc. and Kim Belair, their CEO, that played the fake victim and will continue to do so.
Yeah. Sorry, Sweet Baby Inc. Another failure, another notch in your belt there. R.I.P. I mean, you can tell they know that they're cancerous, right? But like the way that they removed all the DEI from their website, completely trying to change and hide what they actually do. Yeah. They know it's cancerous. They know it's poisonous.
Absolutely. And again, a quick reminder, we are in Texas right now. We are in San Antonio, and we do have our big meetup tonight at Ricky Bobby's. So if you have not RSVP'd, I don't know if there's any spots available. I know we were very, very short on spaces, but I'm sure there's going to be an overflow. So if you guys are interested, I'm sure mods will be able to drop a link and you can RSVP to that. You need to make sure you do have your ID. They're going to be checking IDs at the door. So everyone that gets in, you will have to go through that process. And you got to be on the RSVP list. So make sure you do that. We will have merch available tonight. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, we're going to be live covering all of that here on this channel.
Naggardnall for $1. Jaleel Byers for $5. What are y'all opinions on the game's Rise of Ronin? I didn't hear anything bad about it. I feel like it just came and went. I mean, I didn't play it, and I don't know if I know anyone who has. I think was that a PS5 exclusive?
I feel like it was.
I don't know if it was an exclusive, but I'm pretty sure Sony was involved in it. But no, I never played it, so I don't really have an opinion.
Yeah. By the way, the Granny Nova, that's Dan's #1 fan. I forgot to give context to it. So
all right.
Dan's #1 fan.
That at least makes a little more sense.
Yes. My apologies for not giving the context.
I was like, why is Chris dressing like this?
Yeah, that's Dan's #1 fan. So
no. I'm sure if Chris ever does get that old, there's plenty of people in the chat who will volunteer to change her diapers. So, no worries. She'll be taken care of, I'm sure. Tons of dollar chats. Is G&G stripper club now?
Pretty much.
It is stripper club, yeah. McCawk for $1. Louis G for $2 better than $1. It is. It's twice as good, in fact. Shadow saying, Jeremy, just think of how many hamburger helpers you can get with all these dollars.
A lot. And by the way, we accept no slander towards Hamburger Helper in this chat. Do you like Hamburger Helper, Ryan?
I don't dislike it. Like, you know, I'll eat shit with Hamburger Helper for sure. But if you're asking me, is there ever a moment in time where like, man, you know what I could use right now? Fucking Hamburger Helper meal? No, that's not the case.
Hamburger Helper lasagna is goated. Okay. It's so damn good. It's just amazing. So now I want some.
Nah, I don't know. I don't ever crave it, but I'll fucking eat it, of course. Delta Entertainment, Linko Kenobi. What's up, guys? I just arrived. What's up, Linko? Kagami for Mexican 1990. Thank you. Maybe that's $1 American dollar because you're Mexican. Your money's not worth anything. But thank you, Kagami. You guys remember in Blade 3 when Triple H's character just says, "We were anally raped"? And I was like, slow down. Just tell us what happened. Brimstone for $5. Ryan, what would you do if President Trump messed up your order? I'd fucking ask for his manager. How about that? Shadow Saiyan for $20. You can have my 20, but you have to play the turnaround video for Jess.
The turnaround. I saw the other day. Did you not know what turnaround was?
I had no idea what people were talking about. But once the video got actually, even before I saw it come up and Jay was describing it as he was pulling up, he's like, it's some like corporate video and I don't know what this girl's talking about. I'm like, oh, she's got massive tits, right? And I remembered the video
We all
from
remember
years ago.
It's a very informative video that I think can teach a lot of people about turnarounds, and
Jessica really likes that video or something.
apparently. So here we go.
What is a
I
turn?
didn't know she swung that way.
Well, whether you call them shutdowns, outages, or turnarounds, they'll all produce the same
I don't know when she
results.
talks, but
Turnarounds are
she
scheduled
talks at some
events where
point,
an
I think.
entire process unit of an industrial plant is taking.
So do you know why that has 8 million views, Ryan? Can you figure it out?
No idea. My guess is that this nice lady is probably very bad at her job and that no one cares. That she keeps getting hired different places. It's my guess. My guess is she's very bad at her job, but all of her male bosses tell her she's great. Alex McCarthy for 101. Eric K for 99 cents. Patrick Brown. I'll be at SpaceCon Sunday only. Who's going to still be around from the crew on Sunday? Will you have a table or something?
We will have people there. I'm not sure who else is going to be there yet. We got to work through that, but we will have a table and everything.
Andre for 1,000 check worthless dollars. That Krista clip is why you get $1 super chat, Figs. Legendary Scrub for 5. The Pole Smoker Beardo missed a ton of super chats last night on TNME. Get the DEI hired to read.
Mike, you're up.
Yeah, Mike can probably read better. At least part of him. Alex McCarthy for $1. Thank you, Alex. Mark of Reality. Who the fuck is Jessica? Sorry, I work for a living and the internet keeps interneting while I'm gone.
She's in the chat. Jessica Lindstrom. Right there. See? Jessica. There you go.
There's Jessica. She made a bunch of money today. Eric Guidewall gives 10 memberships on top of the $50 super chat he already sent. Shout out Eric.
Thank you.
Elite Neo, wellness check on MCU fan after all Krista's twerking last night. I haven't seen him in a long time. I don't know what's going on with MCU fan.
Look at this meme that Elon Musk shared. When you've beaten the entire game, maxed out all your stats, and decide to go back and do the low-level side quest. Elon posted this shit. Dude, the next 2 weeks are going to be fucking wild. Like, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle the Joe Rogan thing because I don't know if I can't react to a full episode of Joe Rogan. I don't think. They usually, like, Joe Rogan clips get you hit.
I don't know.
So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that one.
Filthy Casual for 5. 21 Jump Street's on Netflix. Totally forgot it had Ryan's girlfriend Brie in it. Yeah, Brie Larson's in 21 Jump Street. She's great in it. When she was still super young. What a fun movie that was. I like 21 Jump Street. I think it's funny.
It's been a while since I saw it. I remember liking it. I'm not a big Channing Tatum fan, but you know.
That's like Channing Tatum at what he should be doing. Like big, dumb, stupid, dumb movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least in my view. And yeah, I'm not saying it's what a peak comedy. I think it's funny though. I have a good time watching it.
Yeah. I get it.
Penguin Overlord for $1. Rob Riggle gets his dick shot off in the movie. Dave Franco's in the movie. Penguin Overlord for $1.10. Thanks. McQueef. I look like my dad. John Getz. Ryan and Jerry never mention their husbands each other so they can keep making them simp dollars from everyone. They're smarter than savvy.
That's a pretty good super chat.
Granny Betty for 99. Alex McCarthy for $1.03. Bastion for $20. Sorry, times are tight for this retired Coast Guard vet. Tried to join the Navy, but they wouldn't let me because I wasn't gay. Yeah, I'm sure. Bastion. Thanks for all the hard work, buddy. Speaking of gay, 15 hard-boiled eggs for 2. Hey, Jer Bear, are we still on for later tonight?
I'll take a pass. Dan should be available.
You trying to set the record?
Yeah.
Which hand did Dan almost kill?
Non-jerk off hand.
Well, right or left, though.
So, I mean, so that would have been his left.
So, okay, I was going to say, like, the jerking off part isn't even, like, what my immediate, like, oh, fuck was. It was, you know how annoying it is to wipe your ass with the opposite hand that you're used to wiping it on?
Awful.
I don't know if you ever, like, broken a finger or anything like that, but, bro, if you can't wipe your ass with the hand you normally do, you look like a retard in there, an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
So,
as opposed to looking really cool when you do it with the proper hand.
well, I guess like you probably look stupid either way, but it feels weird. Like it feels weird.
I know it does.
Yeah.
You're like, you look retarded when you do. You look really cool when you do it with the other.
Yeah, most people when they wipe their ass, it's fluid. You look awesome. It's very, very respectable. But other hand, you look weird. Sophie,
my first thought, and this is where Sophie says whatever you heard, it wasn't my fault. Nothing but good things, Sophie. Nothing but good. My first thought when I heard Dan hurt his hand was, is he going to be able to play Fortnite with me when I need him? That shows you my priorities are in the right place. As a true friend, I didn't think like, is he going to be okay? Is he like, can this dude play Fortnite when I need him?
That left thumb, it's pretty important for gaming.
I know. That was the main thing I was worried about as a true friend would be.
I didn't get to hear too much of like this whole Dan story. I heard that Machete was involved and he was gardening.
Yeah, and he was just trying to cut down some things, and he should have used shears essentially. But he said he was too lazy to go back and get the shears, so he went to try to whack it with a machete.
Was he like trying to hold it with?
Yes.
God, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
Get some safety regulations down there and butt fuck Brazil. God. I didn't know he was chasing away a fucking looter or something. I didn't know. Sophie for 2. Whatever you heard, it wasn't my fault. Tinsote for 199. Let's go looking for Pee-wee's bike at the Alamo.
That's what Jay was wanting to do.
Yeah, there's no basement at the Alamo, unfortunately. David Cushmore for 199. You're gonna watch Venom: The Last Dance? I don't know if we're gonna have time this weekend to do it. Like,
I'm not. If I'm not at the event, I'm streaming, talking about politics.
The Exalted Patriarch for $50. Help from Sacramento, California has arrived. If I could request some prayers, I have a job interview today. Did y'all ever play Sega's Streets of Rage? Best soundtrack Sega ever made. Hail the God Emperor, 4547.
Well, good luck on your job interview. I played more Final Fight back in the day and Final Fight was on. I played that on Super Nintendo. I can't remember if Final Fight was on Genesis as well, but Streets of Rage, I did play it, but not as much as Final Fight. Streets of Rage are very popular games, dude. Very popular.
I don't know if I ever played it or not. It's not sticking out in my head. So, but thank you for the $50.
And hopefully your interview goes well, brother.
Yeah, land that job. Hey, Ryan, I've been scanned. Now my pronouns are 4547.
Nice.
Hail the 199 IDOT.
Let's go.
Cerberus. Tim could have saved his channel if he knew what a turnaround was.
It's that simple, man. That's simple.
RIP to my 2 supers on TNME. Do better, Fig. And don't talk to me.
It's Ryan's fault.
Mr. Danks. I was brought in as a relief pitcher to do one batter, right? I read that one. I was out. End of inning. Mr. Dangs. Just had a huge abscess cut off the bottom of my foot. Hope you're all having a better day than I am. Also, Beardo Fat, Jeremy Gay. Ryan's cool, though.
Damn.
Thanks, Mr. Dangs.
Relax. Take it easy. Watch some YouTube.
Dermy Wormy for 2. Cancel Jessica. She corrects my spelling too much. Dermy, you're a fucking weirdo, bro. I'm just going to say it. Some of the shit I've seen, the clips I've seen of you, you're a fucking weirdo.
Let's get
so whatever Jessica's doing to keep you in line, I support her. Great con for Ozzy too. Try to do an EFAP of Donald Trump on the Joe Rogan show.
I'm gonna try. I don't know how it's gonna go with. I've had Joe Rogan clips blocked on videos before, so I'm really not sure how it's gonna go.
Alex McCarthy becomes a channel member. Thank you. Tune Works for 199. Ryan and Jeremy, what do you order it in and out? I don't.
Number 1, plain meat and cheese only, large fry, or they don't have large fries, but large Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, more tasteless fries to shovel down your gullet. Great con for 2. Dan Vask would still beat Beardo in an arm wrestle. I don't know. Golden Nuggets for 2. It's okay, I forgive you. Thanks, Ryan's charisma, Jeremy. Or thank Ryan's charisma, Jeremy.
Fuck Ryan.
That was like hard to understand without a comma, but I figured it out. Over on the Rumble side, Jose Contreras. Ryan and Jay picked the wrong hotels to be near the convention center, but it's okay. The convention center where SpaceCon's at, it's kind of in a ghetto area. No good hotels nearby. You guys made the right choice. Yeah, I found that out fucking last night. Somebody in my chat super chatted that to me because I'm like, yeah, we're right by the convention center. Someone's like, fun fact, the convention center that Jay and Ryan's hotels are at is not the convention center that the convention is at. I fucking look it up. I'm like, what the fuck? It's true. So, what am I supposed to do?
You'll be okay.
Yeah. Vault 95 Survivor Jeremy, check your graphics card.
Yeah, I don't want to. That could ruin the whole operation here.
I can Alice for $1. Take my money and like it, Fig.
You have to be so mean about it.
Vault 95 Survivor for $1. All these gaming companies are closing and firing everyone because the owner decided to have a kid. Thank you. Pat for 2. Hamburger Helper is on sale at Piggly Wiggly.
Did you hear Tim Pool yesterday say like his whole thing, like, in order to start a family and have a normal life, I can't keep working like this. It's like, motherfucker, that's literally having a normal life, working. The problem is in a normal life, you don't become a fucking multimillionaire.
Yeah. This is from the same out of touch, delusional Tim Pool who was like, no, if you don't like school districts, just pick it up, buy a farm, move to a farm, work the farm, just bring your children with you. It's like, bro, you have no idea, like, you have no concept of what a normal fucking life is.
None whatsoever.
Or like,
I can't continue to maintain these 16-hour days and still raise a family and take care of them. It's like, bro, what?
Well, now I do like, if you want to make that more of a priority, right, then certainly you need to change things up and figure out a different way to do it. I didn't listen to any Tim Pool last night, as I quite frankly don't care all that much. But yeah, it's like situations, circumstances, your life change. You have to make adjustments. You have to determine where your time is going. That is all valid. But to use it as
I said,
excuse is weird.
I'm sitting here with a very, very like basic setup, streaming right now, having a great week because the audience is so fucking awesome, and I appreciate that. Tim could have 10 times the people watching him doing the same thing I'm doing right now. He wouldn't need production. He just get a basic.
Jeremy, you're an outlier. There are very few people in the entire world that can say so little of substance or importance yet receive so much money for it. So
Tim does it. Tim does it.
But look at how few people you have compared to watching him, and you make more super chats than he does.
I make more super because I read them all.
Okay, but it was what I'm saying. You are an outlier, Jeremy. You are one of the 0.1% out there.
That's fine.
Mastered the game.
Tim does the same thing I do, and he has a massive audience on top of that. He has far more people watching him. He could literally go live in his fucking car and have 20,000 people watching him, and he would make a ton of money off super chats if he would just read them. That's my point. My point is he can scale back.
I think that if he did that, my theory is that if Tim did that right now at this stage, if it was some kind of drama or they just canceled the show or whatever, he'd have some viewers. I think over time, if it was just Tim talking like that, I don't know if those live streams would do numbers. You know,
maybe, but like when he does Timcast IRL, his big show, he gets 40 to 60,000 people
Mhm.
watching. Okay. When he does
What does
a
the morning
solo,
show do? Yeah.
he gets about 20,000 people watching him still in the morning show. And he makes just as much money on that morning show, super chat wise. Now, so I mean, he can do it. So he would not maintain his IRL audience. He would not.
Yeah,
maintain-
that's what I mean. I think there's so much overlap from
Right.
people that are there because of IRL. So I just don't know.
Hang on. JA says a super chats. That's all these two douchebags want. You know what, JA? I'm gonna drop 10 gifted memberships just in your honor to the chat and let them know how much they love you. Okay, JA. This is for JA. He loves you, chat. And so, in the name of JA 1969, he's about to drop 10 gifted memberships to the chat. You guys thank him. Okay, here we go. Boom. Thank JA, everybody. Boom. He loves to chat.
Yeah, and just for the record, JA, I also want ad revenue and I also want sponsorships.
Man,
So I just want to correct you there.
hey, JA just dropped 10 gifted memberships to the channel. Thank you, JA. What a great guy. Appreciate you, buddy.
All right. Golden Nuggets for 2. RIP, my 2 supers on TNME. Do better, Fig. Oh, I said that one. Where am I? After YouTube's cut and after taxes and after your truck's gas bill, you owe me about 12 cents. Hail and have a great meetup. Thank you. Lean back, have a snack, take a nap. You're not entirely wrong. Cristiano Atunes for $2. This is less than 50 cents. Dustin Echoes.
I like how they're actively just disrespecting us. It's fantastic.
100% chance Jay falls in the river by Sunday.
Probably.
Yeah, essentially the chat's throwing quarters at us. Shadow saying, until I see proof this Jessica person exists on stream, I will always suggest turnaround. Well, I think she's going to be at the meetup tonight, Shadow Sam. Straw Hat Dave. Remember 4 months. Maybe Tim should try writing a Blade movie. It isn't that hard, and Disney can't seem to figure it out.
Very true.
MCU fan for 2. Hello. I'll see y'all later today.
Uh-oh.
I just said I hadn't heard from this motherfucker. I thought he killed himself, to be honest. There he is. Operation Outstanding in Field. You lied to me. Because she said she'd never turn on me. You lied to me. But you did. But you do. You lied to me. All these pain, you said I'd never feel. You lied to me. But I do. But I do. Thank you, Drew. Shadow saying Trumpy Bear is the best bear. Now play the tape, you fig, Jeremy. He played it already. Turn around.
I played it.
You fucking watching? There's AJ or JA. Sorry, forgot what his name was. 10 gifted memberships from JA Adonde. Andre CR for JA.
Adonde. ESPN reference right there.
Andre CR for JA, $10,000. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure Fraud. The Blue Beetle doesn't stand a chance against Jeremy Prime Super Chats. FNT versus Justice League win.
Yeah, we'll see. Yesterday, we were number 2 and 3 in the country behind Tim Pool's victim stream. You see that? Never happened. So
No,
D-Day Cobra was number 3. Geeks Gamers was number 2 in the country. Tim's victim stream was number 1.
I'll look up what I was. Again, didn't chart. Got it. McQueef for 2. I do have hair. And also, it's a red shirt. Jesus Davila for $1. Thank you. Space Digger for 2. Wait until Dan starts sending $1 super chat. He basically does already.
Yeah, even when he sends a 20 or a 50 or 100, it's still essentially $1 super chat.
God, what is that profile? M Campia U fan for 2. Biatches, not Ryan. See you at MegaCon.
MegaCon, we're gonna work on that. That's already that's gonna be huge. MegaCon's gonna be great. We're gonna have all those deets for you very soon. I was talking to Drinker about it yesterday too. Drinker, has hit me up. He's like, "Hey, what's the plan?" So MegaCon's gonna be awesome.
Doug B for 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Doug B. Hell yes. And Dermy Wormy for 2. What you call weird, I call entertainment.
That's a damn good answer right there.
I suppose. what I call pedo shit, leftists call asexuality. So, it's all form of perspective, I suppose. Exalted Patriarch for 5. Tagged you Figs on Twitter. Kamala has a new celeb endorsement. This changes the game.
There's so much going on politically right now, man. It's so hard to keep up with it. It is. Barack Obama is 100%. Like, Barack Obama is front and center right now. And I think that's what we're going to see for the next couple of weeks.
Well, they can't do Joe Biden because, one, he's
an idiot.
He's an old man. But also, the whole point is that they're trying to not connect to him.
Yeah.
Because they're saying, we got to change everything. We're going to change everything for you guys. John Getz, can't wait to see Evil Krista and Ryan in Blue Beetle. Jesus Davila gives some membership. Doug B, after the 1, 2, 3, 4, drops the old 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's awesome.
Hey, MCU fan. How's Simpy? That's creative.
That is very fucking creative. That's very creative.
Good. Doug B. Pre-dawn corpse. Jeremy likes ding dongs. Also, Ryan just ordered Taco Bell for breakfast. I have no idea who Disha is, but this hot sauce is pretty good. No homo. Well, I hope it's good, pre-dawn corpse. I had Taco Bell breakfast a couple days ago. So the old bacon crunch wrap, the bacon breakfast burrito, and the mini burrito. Yeah. And the little Cinnabon bites they have.
Sausage,
good.
Sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin is the GOAT.
That's fine, and I would eat a million of those. But the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle is objectively the best breakfast sandwich at McDonald's.
I'm going sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin.
That sounds like a fucking boomer answer, to be honest with you. But no, once the introduction of the McGriddle changes the game, right? Once you have a fucking pancake with the syrup and shit like that as your bun, everything else falls to the wayside. I eat the fuck out of sausage, egg McMuffins, though.
Can we just agree that McDonald's breakfast is S tier?
Yeah. Above S tier.
Yeah. I don't care if I'm getting whatever that fucking virus was, E. coli or whatever. So
yes. Yeah, E. coli. I don't give a fuck. It's worth the risk. The risk could be someone I said, I tweeted out it's worth the risk. Obviously joking a little bit because it's barely out. There's 49 people that have had it across the entire country, located in a couple specific states. Someone's like, well, it's not really that much of a risk when you extrapolate it out. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking nerd. So I replied, I literally would eat it if the risk was 50-50. Like, fuck you. God, don't take it so seriously. Yelp had to close reviews on Feasterville, Pennsylvania McDonald's. Do these people think a bad review is going to stop anyone from going to McDonald's? Listen, if you live in a town that is, big enough to have 2 McDonald's, everybody knows the good McDonald's and the bad McDonald's. Yes. Everybody knows, and you consciously make a decision either to maybe drive a little further or to risk it.
It's 100% accurate.
I always make the decision to risk it, and about half the time I hate myself for it. But
that is so accurate. We all know they're like, man, I want McDonald's. There's that one that's really fucking good. They're always fresh fries. They always put the correct amount of salt and pepper on the burger.
Bro, I had 2 Dairy Queens in my town. One of them had Coke products. The other had Pepsi products. Which it was fucking wild. It was probably going through one was definitely older and one was definitely newer. So maybe they were phasing it out or something. But it was so random because one had Mountain Dew, the other had Mellow Yellow. And Mellow Yellow floats just not as good as Mountain Dew floats, just got to say. Golden Nuggets, Beardo is just gay. Happy, Ryan? No. Evidently, MCU fan didn't see Chris's dance moves last night.
MCU fan, calm down, buddy. Meetups tonight. Just settle down.
Dad's Den of Pop Culture. For men, it's the big breakfast. I can see where women and children would like breakfast sandwiches. No, absolutely not. Because the reason I'm going to McDonald's is so I don't have to fucking use a knife and fork to eat my shit, right? I'm going to McDonald's so I can eat it. I can put my hand in a bag and fucking eat it on the road. Where I mean, I like the big breakfast shit. You know, I like the hot cakes. I like, I don't know if they have the biscuits and gravy there, still not. I'll eat all of that shit. But no, breakfast sandwiches, that's why you go to McDonald's. Otherwise, I fucking go to somewhere else and sit there and eat it. I go to IHOP.
Yep.
Kaloff, old angry Obama is pissed. He hoarded his family and doesn't. Why the old trope fails. Old politics is dying like woke. It went broke. Welcome to the change he championed. Willington, hey Jeremy, do you see Michael Keaton's TDS?
I saw a clip of him going around last night. I didn't watch the video yet, so.
I mean, Michael Keaton's always been pretty liberal. Gary's Beard Dingleberries for 5. 32,000 are watching, and this is how you present yourself. Get a nice shirt on. Take the hat off. Airbrush eyebrows on. No. RFK gonna get us Euro McDonald's and Mexican Coke. People that champion Mexican Coke are losers.
You're gonna get him started.
There's just nothing. Oh my god, it's so much better because it's real sugar. I'm drinking Coke. I don't care. I do not give a fuck. Oh, you gotta have the Mexican Coke. This little they have Mexican Coke there. Fuck you. I don't care. Just give me regular ass Coke. Oh, this comes in a bottle. Sick. Glad I brought my bottle opener with me.
Why do you guys have to get him started on the Mexican Coke take? You guys know what happens. This happens every time.
I don't even think he knew, but
Gary disagrees with you in the chat.
Gary doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about because Gary eats pizza that looks like he just had Chris Christie eat every topping possible and shit all over the fucking plate and see what comes out and then dump hot sauce on it. Because Gary's taste buds are so fucking fried because of his history of drug use and the many times he's died. I love Gary, but he's not reliable when it comes to taste buds. The man ate prison food for fucking 3 years. You come out, everything tastes good after that. But hey, thank you for buying dinner for me last night, though, Gary. But we do. I have to get to this other.
Yeah, there's another topic we have to get to.
If we weren't being bombarded with fucking 99-cent super chat. And of course, I lost it somewhere. Here we go.
This story is actually pretty funny. I'm actually looking forward to talking about this.
It is funny because when the Acolyte was being marketed, of course, you saw OSHA and May and Amanda Stenberg and all these different people that are going to be a part of it. But the one person that with the marketing and all the trailers that they pushed more than anybody else was Carrie-Ann Moss. 100% they were using Carrie-Ann Moss to push the Acolyte. And so when she was killed in the first 5 minutes of the series, everyone was kind of like, what the fuck? And yeah, we had those couple flashbacks, but she was not in that series nearly as much as anyone thought that she was going to be. So of course she gets asked about the Acolyte because the Acolyte's canceled all the mainstream media outlets. They really care. They really care about the Acolyte and they expect anyone involved with it to care too. Apparently for Carrie-Ann Moss, doesn't really give too much of a shit. It was over already for me. The Acolyte star Carrie-Ann Moss addresses the show's cancellation. And I like this headline. The Acolyte star Carrie-Ann Moss explains why she wasn't disappointed by the show's cancellation. And part of that, she says this. Disney Plus really cancels any series. So much was said about Lucasfilm's announcement the Acolyte would end. I'll correct you, media members. Lucasfilm never announced anything. Not a single Disney announcement or Lucasfilm announcement about the Acolyte being canceled. It was a report that they didn't essentially deny and that the actors themselves were the ones that confirmed. Moss was only ever going to play Master Indar in one season and appears largely unfazed by their decision. Yeah, I don't really invest in thinking about whether things... It's like when I was in a Marvel show and I was really shocked when it got canceled at the end. You kind of get used to that, so you can't even have a moment of disappointment. It's just not worth it. It just happens. It's part of it. And then very specifically, she tells the story about how this all went down. And she didn't know about it. Nobody fucking told her. She wasn't looking it up. She wasn't following it. She wasn't following any of these actors' Instagram. a dad at school told Carrie Ann Moss, hey, your show got canceled. And she was like, well, that's what happens. I'm sorry if you liked it, I guess. She does not give two shits about this show being canceled. She didn't give two shits about being part of it. They rolled her out there for the premiere, and she never said a goddamn word about it until now. Like, they used her in a desperate effort to make people care about this show, and they killed her off in a heartbeat for shock value. She doesn't give two fucks.
She doesn't care. And that's what's funny about this is that you saw a lot of these Acolyte fans that were like crying because of the representation aspect and how we finally were seen. And here you have a person that is a woman who was at the forefront of the marketing so they could get people to watch, and they killed her off immediately. And then she's sitting there going, oh, it was canceled. Oh, okay. No problem. Who cares?
Yeah, they're acting like it's the end of the world. And here's her response. Yeah, I mean, I've been asked that question a lot today. And it's funny because when being an actor, you're in shows all the time that are canceled. And it's in the beginning. It's kind of a bummer. And you learn to not really be invested. You can't be. It's a protection mechanism. Like, God, it's so fucking funny. Here it is. So I didn't even, I mean, I died. So I was like, I love everybody. But I didn't read about it. I heard it from like a dad at school. And I was already working on something else. So it's sort of like, okay, it's already over for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm glad you liked it, though.
That's freaking great, man. And that just puts it in perspective. A professional actress who's been around the block a lot, right? Like that's how she responds to it, which is the proper way. That is the proper way. And I mean, at the end of the day, when these people they think way too much of this shit, these people that have pronouns in their bio and their mental illness in their bio and all of this shit, they are so invested and they think that oh, it's like a personal attack. It's like, no, it's a business, and the Acolyte wasn't making money, so they decided to cancel it. It has nothing to do with anything other than that. They were losing money, and they couldn't continue losing money because nobody fucking watched this piece of shit because no one liked it. It was not interesting. And Carrie Moss is like, oh, yeah, okay. Nope. Yeah, this is part of it. Just kind of move on. Meanwhile, they're taking marginalized voices and they're silencing us. And this was going to help women and minorities move forward. This is going to save lives. Shut the fuck
Carrie Ann Moss, you think this is terrible too, don't you? No, whatever. Bye.
Oh, that's great. Now they're probably going to go be mad at her. They're probably going to start some cancel campaign against her. Well, she doesn't seem like the type that cares.
I don't know. Mo Zamboni for 5. Can't make this SpaceCon, but as a consolation prize, I got ran off the road by a semi this morning.
Oh, shit.
All in all, still have more fun than twerking Betty.
Damn. Hopefully you're okay, brother. It's crazy.
He's super chatty, so he must be okay.
Okay.
I'm glad he didn't get killed. Fable of Man. Hey, Jeremy, I know a few chicas that draw those eyebrows on really good.
I'll pass.
Operation Outstanding in Field. Watching Varsity Blues on the flight to San Antonio. Classic. Nice.
I don't want your life.
Taker for 2. Did you read my Blade chat, Ryan?
I'm pretty sure he had a quote or something, maybe. I can't remember. It was earlier. I know you read one from Taker.
I know I've read one. I don't know what the fuck it's about. I'll look for it, I guess.
Well, while you're doing that, Elite Neo for 50 says, screw it. This is for MCU fan. Play the Krista video. Bet it'll really get his blood flowing before the meetup. You're welcome, Simpy. So this is Dan's #1 fan, everyone. All right. Dan's #1 fan. Here we go.
Did we just get a $15 donation? It's time to twerk.
So fucking great. It's so great. Oh, Pre-Dawn Corpse for 20 says, actually, Jay trips Beardo. Beardo falls into river. No, exclaims Jay. Jeremy's not drunk, so he pulls Beardo out of the river. Nobody gives Beardo mouth to mouth because it would be gay. R.I.P. Beardo. Ryan. Oh well. They've got the whole thing mapped out. What the hell's going on around here, Ryan?
I don't know. I did read the Blade. That was the Triple H that we just got anally raped thing.
Look at there. What is it? 1OE5? How do you say this? Is it 1-1? One? I don't know. Like the rise of IDOT's hoodie. How do you say that one, Ryan? You're good at speaking.
I say Oni-Oi. I don't know. But I don't know what the fucking 5 is.
Thank you for the 20.
Samurai Knight, Ryan, tell us what do you think about Mexican candy? If I was a fucking poor pile of shit that grew up with dirt roads and like sleeping on the ground and shit like that, and there was no sugar anywhere to be found, and the only like different taste that I could have in my mouth was some sort of dried fruit covered in chili powder, then maybe, just maybe, I'd find Mexican candy enjoyable. That's the only people that can like Mexican candy, because Mexican candy is dog shit. It's fucking awful. It's meant for poor people. Daryl the Derelict for 199 with a super sticker. Thank you, Daryl. And he also says, hell, gentlemen, can't make it to San Antonio, but have a great time. See y'all next year. Let's fucking go Trump 2024.
Thank you.
Frank the Tank for a buck. Raven Blacksboro, the Whataburger breakfast taco is pretty good. I haven't had it in a while. I hear Ryan, Grimace, the Hamburglar, and Ronald all make sticky buns in the back of Jeremy's car. They usually just start sticking around 2 a.m. Thanks. Louis R for 199. Savvy's queefs ruined my night. Cheers, retards. I don't know.
Move on. Just move on.
Freedom Course for 99 cents. Thank you. Hazel Eyes for Ryan. I do have Hazel Eyes. Kagami, Mexican 20. That's true. This is a true $1, unlike Dan Bask's super chats. Thank you, Kagami. Freedom Course for 101. Troy, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. You do the next part, Jeremy?
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering if that was it. I couldn't remember if that was it or not.
The Trillis for 199. Trinity's all about her paper. Brendan, Ryan's taste buds are somehow worse than Gary's. I'm a connoisseur, motherfuckers. Over on Rumble, Pat for a buck. Mountain Dew has more yellow dye number 4 than mellow yellow. Probably why it tastes better. Jose Contreras for a buck. Jeremy, here's a tip. Ask for fresh fries at McDonald's. You'll get them out of the fryer, and the app gives you free fries almost every day.
Hell yeah.
And we're caught up.
And tonight is the meetup in San Antonio. So make sure you have RSVP'd. And if you are not going to be there, we will be live here covering the meetup. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you there tonight, shaking hands, hanging out. And it's going to be fun. I'm going to be rocking my MAGA hoodie because we are way too close to the election. And I'm all in on MAGA and everything like that. So there might be a few people that are like, fuck that, I'm not taking a picture with him because they don't like Trump. I'm willing to take that risk at this point in time. It's just that damn important. So AD the Demon Slayer for a 149. Thank you. Ryan, what positivity do you have going on?
Nothing. I'll see everybody at the meetup. Kagami for another Mexican 50. You got trolled that day, Ryan. That was not Mexican candy. That was bottom of the barrel filler trash here. I got something to explain to you, Kagami.
Fable of Man says y'all have fun in San Antonio for me. Thank you. And thank you for that MAGA red bomb earlier.
If your candy was so good, if your fucking country was worth the shit, all this stuff, why the fuck are we having to build a goddamn wall to keep you out, okay? It's because your candy sucks. You're coming here specifically for Halloween season. You come, you invade, you trick or treat, and then you go back home. We know your tricks. We know your tricks.
We're going to end it on that. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. You guys, I think Gary's live with Chris Gore, Frank Gore in the house. So go check them out. We'll see you a little bit later today. Have a good evening. Pre-dawn corpse with the Beardo emoji. Is it Corn the Long Way? Is that what that is?
You just called it the Beardo emoji.
Well, in the chat, it showed, I saw Beardo. So,
and it's called Corn the Long Way.
Apparently. There you go. So, all right, guys, have a great evening, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.